Breaking news, great news. The real estate market is crashing. In my part of the hood, the year-to-date inventory is increasing. Let me break it down for you. Because of all the money printing, because of all the 0% interest rate, the real estate market is so confused. The point I'm making is there's very little transactions happening in my market, and I'm sure across America. The two states that I looked at, there's very small transactions happening. Here's exactly what's happening, and this is what I mean by the markets being confused because of the homostasis level being jacked up with all the money printing, low interest rate. In today's market, we're having low inventory. There's not a lot of sellers out there that are trying to sell their home, okay? However, the sellers that are out there selling their home have not been able to move their houses. If you look at today versus a year ago, we're in my neighborhood, we're seeing a 90% increase of inventories, okay, into the market. So that's very confusing because at one point you're having low inventory compared to many years ago. But on the other side, there's no transaction happening. Some people call that stagflation, okay? I don't know what you want to call it, but what I'm here to tell you is that the market is so confused because we have massive amount of money printing, low interest rate, and now we have a situation where there's no transactions being happening at the title company. No one's really selling homes. The realtors are not selling homes. The title companies are not doing transactions, and the situation is getting worse and worse. Now, a lot of sellers are sitting on the sidelines hoping that the interest rates are going to come down because this is an election year, and they're hoping that interest rate will come down so they'll increase their chances of selling their home because in today's market, it's becoming a buyer's market. As I stated earlier, year to date, in $300,000 homes or less, the inventory has increased in my neck of the wood 90%. So cheap homes are starting to pile up at the inventory. Now, a lot of sellers are sitting on the sidelines and they're hoping that the interest rate is going to come down so they can come and list their homes and move it. On the other side, there's a lot of buyers that realize the market has shifted and now they're demanding to see multiple homes. Now they're demanding to give offers below the asking price. If you just rewind back a couple of years ago, you had homeowners receiving offers above their asking price, many thousands of dollars above, okay? Well, today, you're having buyers taking multiple sessions to look at different homes. They're offering below market price, and sellers are accepting homes below market price. It hasn't happened for a couple of years. Now, the crazy thing is, which is the most craziest, that there's inventory, not a lot, but the inventory is coming up year to date, a lot more, 90% in my hood from last year, okay? On the flip side, you have all these buyers that want to buy, but they know that the interest rate is extremely high and they can't afford the payments, right? And in my prediction, the Fed is not going to lower the interest rate. They might lower the interest rate for a short time because it's election year. However, my prediction is that we're going to have 19% mortgage rates as time goes on. So this creates a great opportunity for real estate investors or anyone that's looking to buy their own personal home. Here's why. People are not just buying homes. The grease, the things that makes the transactions happen are not happening. If you go to a title company and you ask them, are you doing transactions? You'll see a very small amount of transactions. That means that people are not selling their homes. They're listing it. It's taken a long time, and the offers they're getting are below. Now, sellers are not having started to cut their prices on their home because they're in denial. The sellers are going to be the last ones to accept the reality of the situation because just like you and me, we both want to get the most money for our house or anything we sell. However, the conditioning is not allowing buyers to buy this item because A, most people don't have cash, and B, with the interest rate the way it is, 7%, 8%, most people cannot afford to pay $5,000 for an entry-level home, first-time home buyers, okay? They're not going to be able to afford that, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 because the price of homes are so high. So what's going to start happening is you're going to see more and more inventory pile up. you're going to see more and more buyers deciding that, hey, if they wait longer, there's a chance that the prices are going to come down because they're seeing it happening. But the opportunity is created in this time and moving forward because there's going to be so many sellers out there that are going to start losing their jobs. There's going to be so many sellers that are so into debt that they cannot service their mortgage anymore. There's going to be so many sellers out there that have 3, 4, 5, 6 Airbnbs that they cannot function anymore because the economy is contracting. There's going to be sellers out there that have 1, 2 vacation homes that they're going to be not getting rid of those. So as I stated in my last videos, this is the era of secondary items that's going to be going off at fire sales. So anything that's their secondary. So for example, in real estate, if you meet a seller today, they have a vacation home in a different state or they have a vacation home far away from them, more than likely that seller is motivated or he or she will become super motivated in the next couple of months, okay? Because as the economy contracts, as there's less money in the market, there's no transactions happening in real estate. So there's no money in the market, okay? You got to understand our economy is based on debt, okay? Even the richest person you know is indebted millions of dollars or thousands of dollars. So the millionaire is indebted billions. The billionaire is indebted trillions. So this is the system we live in, okay? There's no transactions happening, which means there's no grease or there's no money being switching hands. So the whole thing has frozen. So the opportunity comes at this current time is people that have secondary homes, vacation homes, Airbnbs, rental properties, etc. There's going to be a lot of old timers, right, that have multiple houses, that have a fixed income from their passive portfolio. They're in a situation now they have to sell these homes because they're realizing, as times go by, the price of these houses is going to come down. There's no more buyers in the market that can afford these prices. Inflation is killing me and I need to liquidate some of my retirement properties so I can pay for my lifestyle. So this brings a great opportunity for real estate. I just cannot drum it deeper. The American society is all in debt. Everyone bought so much stuff that they really couldn't afford. They bought more than they really needed because it was 0% interest rate. They was giving out free money. They were printing money and sending it to your mailbox, right? And so people did a lot of foolish stuff, and now's the time for them to pay the reaper. And the opportunity comes in finding these motivated sellers. Now, where do you find these motivated sellers? They're everywhere. Surely you cannot use a real estate agent. Surely you're not going to find these deals on the MLS. I mean, maybe 1%, 2% you can find it, but majority of these deals are going to be what I call off-market property. These are going to be sellers that try to sell with an agent that they couldn't. These are going to be sellers that you have to do physical activity, physical marketing to find these motivated sellers. They're not going to be with your real estate agent, okay? It's not that easy. Sorry, guys. Now, if you're interested in finding these motivated sellers, if you want to do it yourself, I have courses that teach you exactly how to find these people, what paperwork you need, how to negotiate the deal, how to structure a deal. If you want to do it yourself, go to my real estate dojo and get my courses. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you're a successful real estate investor, you have a successful business, and you want to find off-market property that no one else has access to it, and you want to buy it with seller financing, then consider joining my profit sharing coaching where I work with you one-on-one at my real estate dojo. So the point of the story, the point of this video is, it's a great time to be alive in America because the tide is changing. The tide is changing from people that are money borrowers into people that are creative and can structure deals or have cash. The tide is changing. Before, anyone could have been a real estate investor if you can just stick your hand out and sign a piece of promissory note from a bank and they'll lend you the money. That time is over. The banks ain't lending anymore. They're losing. They're getting haircuts right now. Okay, they're going belly up. The Fed is bailing out banks. They're just not telling us on TV, ladies and gentlemen, but it's happening as I speak. Okay, so the tide is changing. We're going away from free money, 0% interest rate to cash only or creativity. And where I come into play is creativity because as a guy that's never had a job, I've been an entrepreneur since junior high, guys. I've never had a job, never had a resume. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I've been a real estate investor since 2006, fourth quarter, right before the crash, because I saw what was coming. If you're interested in getting into real estate, in my opinion, not financial advice, this is the best time to be a real estate investor. Not because prices are going to go up. Let me say that again. Prices are not going up. Prices are going down. Hard times are coming. That's why it's a wealth transfer opportunity, because so many people are going to lose their homes. So many people are going to get haircuts. And the thing is, we have to run into the fire now to rescue these deals. And we have to be able to endure the thunderstorm, endure the cloudiness, endure the winds that are going to be coming for the next few years. Because if we run into this house and we rescue and we don't have enough resources, then we're going to be inflamed in the fume as well. So to be a real estate investor today, not only you have to be smart, you have to be creative, you have to be able to move fast, but you also have to have enough resources or be able to create resources while picking up these properties where you could withstand the storm for it to pass. Because when the storm passes, guess what? Real estate's going to go up. Real estate has always gone up since the beginning of America. I mean, I just can't tell you. I remember reading articles where in the 30s and the 50s and the 60s, you could buy a home for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and now the same home is $400,000. So one thing for sure, the American society is addicted to debt. They're addicted to the money printing, and as long as they print money, that means hard assets is going to go up in value. Now, there are times it's going to go down because of a crash, but that's temporarily, because at the end of the day, everyone needs properties. End of the day, Uncle Sam is addicted to the money printing, and that means hard assets like gold, like real estate, will always go up in America. All right, guys, thank you for clicking the like button. If you're interested in doing it yourself, go to my website. I got a lot of cool books that help you be your dreams. MyRealEstateDojo.com. If you're interested in working with me direct, if you're successful, you have a successful business, you're a successful real estate investor, then check out my profit sharing. It's only for successful people. Peace.